Hey folks, let me tell you a story that'll hit you right in the heart. Picture this. It's 1961. I'm 18, standing at a Greyhound station in Des Moines, Iowa, clutching a bag with $37 and my brother's address in Chicago. I'm running from a home that's more like a prison. But then, out of the shadows, my stepdad, Frank, grabs me. "You think you can just leave, you little brat?" he snarls. And bam, his fist slams into my jaw. I hit the ground hard, blood dripping, tears burning my eyes, while folks just stare. I scramble onto that bus, heart pounding like a drum. That's when I knew freedom comes at a price. This is my story, Margaret Hayes, at 80, sharing the hell I walked through and the hope I found. Buckle up, y'all. It's a wild ride. I'm Margaret now, but everyone used to call me Meggie. Grew up in a creaky old farmhouse in Des Moines, Iowa, where cornfields stretched forever. My hands, all knotted up with arthritis now, hold a cup of chamomile tea as I sit in my little apartment, watching autumn leaves twirl outside. These hands, they've clung to bed sheets in fear, signed away a fortune, and finally learned to reach out. But let's start at the beginning. I was 7 when Daddy's heart gave out in the field. Mama's wails tore through our house like a storm. My brother Tommy, just 12, tried to be the man of the house. "Maggie, we'll be okay," he'd whisper, holding me as I sobbed into his shirt. We got each other. For 18 months, we did. Then Frank Morrison showed up. Mama met him at church. He had that slick, dangerous charm. Greased hair, too easy smile, eyes that cut right through you. When he moved in, Tommy warned me, "Stay out of his way, Maggie. Something ain't right." Tommy was always right about people. First time Frank hit me, I was 9. Spilled milk at breakfast. "Clumsy little brat," he yelled, his hand cracking across my face. Stars exploded in my eyes. I looked at Mama, begging with my eyes. She just stared at her plate. "Margaret, go to your room," she mumbled. That night under my bed, I cried to Tommy. "I hate him, Tommy. I hate him so much." He hugged me tight. "Just try to be invisible, sis. 2 more years till I'm 18. We'll figure it out." 2 years felt like forever in that hell. Frank's abuse was like clockwork. Burnt toast, a beating. Laugh too loud, a slap. Once at 12, I talked back, and he locked me in the storm cellar all night. I screamed till my voice died, pounded till my hands bled. Spiders crawled over me in the dark. Mama found me next morning, shaken. "Mama, please," I begged. "Make him stop." She looked at me, pity in her eyes, but something worse too, giving up. "Margaret, he's my husband. Learn respect." That day, I learned the people who should protect you can cut you deepest. Tommy tried to help once at 16. Saw Frank dragging me by my hair across the kitchen. "Get your hands off her," he shouted. The fight was brutal. Frank sent Tommy to the hospital with broken ribs, a busted jaw. Mama backed Frank's story. My heart broke watching Tommy limp away on his 18th birthday. "Maggie, I'm sorry," he said, tears in his eyes. "If I stay, he'll kill us." I begged him to take me. "You're 15, he said. "It'd be kidnapping. But when you're 18, find me in Chicago. I'll take care of you." He slipped me his address. 3 more years, sis. You can do it." Barely. Those years carved something hard and scared in me. At 18, I ran. Took that Greyhound to Chicago, found Tommy in a cramped apartment, working a factory job. He cried when he saw me. "You made it, Maggie." Chicago was loud, alive. I waitressed at a South Side diner, felt happy for the first time in years. That's where I met Robert Hayes. Robert came in every Tuesday for coffee and pie, left big tips, kind words. Those warm brown eyes made me feel seen. When he asked me out, I said yes. "You're special, Margaret," he said on our 3rd date. "Not like other girls." I fell hard, craving love after years of pain. Tommy warned me, "Maggie, you don't know him. Something's off how he eyes other women." I brushed it off. "You're just protective, Tommy." We married in 63. I was 19. Thought I was free. I was so wrong. First year was okay. Robert worked construction. I kept house. We dreamed of kids. Then I noticed things. Money missing from my purse. Perfume smells that weren't mine. Late nights he called overtime. When I asked, he laughed. "You're paranoid, baby, going crazy like your daddy." I snapped back. "My father had a heart attack." His slap came out of nowhere, sent me crashing into the counter, tasting blood. "Don't raise your voice to me," he growled. "You're my wife. You do what I say." Just like that, I'd swapped one monster for another. His fists were bad, but his cheating broke me worse. He stopped hiding it, came home reeking of perfume, bragging about other women. If I spoke up, his fists answered. The worst night? I was 23, pregnant with our second child. Robert stumbled in at 2 a.m. with a blonde in a red dress, laughing, drunk. "Robert?" I stood at the stairs, nightgown stretched over my belly. "What are you doing?" He smirked. "Going to bed, Maggie. Sleep." I froze as he took her to our guest room. I heard everything. Laughs, creaks, moans. I curled up on the bathroom floor, puking, crying, whispering to my unborn baby, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry you're coming into this." Sarah, my daughter, was born 3 months later. Named her after my strong-as-iron grandma, hoping she'd get that strength. The years blurred. Robert's affairs, his fists, his control. I worked as a secretary, but he took every paycheck. "Hand it over, Maggie," he'd say, gripping my wrist till I yelped. He'd toss me $20 for groceries, $20 for 5 miles. I called Tommy once, desperate. "Leave him, Maggie," he urged. "I can't," I said. "He'd find us. You don't know what he's capable of." But I did. Then, at 58, the stroke hit. I was folding laundry in the basement when the left side quit, collapsed on the concrete, couldn't scream, couldn't move. Robert found me 3 hours later. "Jesus, Maggie, what the hell?" "Brain hemorrhage," doctors said. "Partial paralysis, maybe forever." They talked over me like I was gone. My son, James, 35, cold-eyed like his dad, asked, "How much for care?" When the doctor listed costs, Robert didn't blink. Find a cheap nursing home. Meadowbrook Senior Living was a dump. Ammonia stink, screaming roommates, overworked nurses. Except Sarah Chan. She was 28, fresh out of nursing school, with gentle hands and a real smile. First night she helped me to the bathroom, humiliating as hell. She chatted like I mattered. "You got beautiful eyes, Mrs. Hayes," like my grandma's, full of stories. I broke down crying. "Oh, honey, you in pain?" she asked. I shook my head. It had been years since anyone saw me. Her kindness felt like a miracle. Sarah became my lifeline. On her shifts, she'd do extra therapy, read to me, talk. "Where's your family?" she asked once. "Busy," I lied. Truth was uglier. Robert visited once in 6 months, whined about costs, left in 15 minutes. James came every few months, always with papers to sign, my hands too shaky to question. Sarah, though, she came on her days off, brought books, real food, photos of her family in Taiwan. "Why you so kind?" I asked. She squeezed my hand. "Everyone deserves kindness, Mrs. Hayes. You've just gone too long without it." 2 years in, Sarah got laid off. Budget cuts. "I'm sorry, Mrs. Hayes," she said. "I tried to stay." I gripped her hand. "You deserve better, Sarah. Go chase your dreams." But that night, I decided. I called my lawyer, old George Mills. "Change my will," I told him. "Everything to Sarah Chan. My savings, 47 grand I'd hid in tampon boxes, veggie bags, curtain hems. My Iowa land from Tommy, all mine. She's the only one who treated me human," I said. George hesitated. "Your family," I cut him off. "They left me here to die. Sarah gave me a reason to live." Sarah cried when she heard. "I can't take this, Mrs. Hayes. Your family," I stopped her. "This is my choice, Sarah. First real one in 60 years. Use it for your clinic. Help folks who can't help themselves." Signing those papers felt like freedom. Then James found out. Oh, Lord, the storm. "You did what?" he screamed, face purple. "Gave our money to a stranger?" "Sarah ain't no stranger. She's more family than you." He grabbed my shoulder, shaking me. "You senile old bat, that's my money. You'll change it back or I'll make your life hell." I stared him down. "My life's been hell for 70 years, James. You can't scare me." He tried everything: threats, lawyers, claiming I was crazy. Robert showed up drunk calling me names, threatening a state facility. But George had a psychiatrist prove I was sound of mind. James lost. "You're dead to me," he spat. "Don't expect me at your funeral." I felt relief. 6 months later, Sarah got me out of Meadowbrook. I'd improved, could walk with a cane, talk clearer. She was starting nurse practitioner school, found us a 2-bedroom apartment. "You're staying with me," she said. "Your own room, your privacy. We're family." Family, the word I'd chased forever. Our place was small, bright, full of Sarah's Taiwanese cooking that smelled like love. She helped with therapy, hung photos of us together. On my 80th birthday, she threw a party, just us, a homemade cake, a gift, a framed photo of us, and a plaque. Family ain't always blood. It's the ones who love you who show up. I cried happy tears. "Sarah, you showed me I'm worth saving." She smiled. "You always were, Maggie." Sarah's opening her clinic next month, Margaret's Hope Clinic, named after me. My savings help make it real. It'll serve folks who can't afford care, immigrants, low-income families. I'll be there, cane and all, watching her cut the ribbon. Am I angry? Bitter? Nah. Anger's too tiring. Here's what I've learned, what I need you to hear. You can't change folks who don't want to change. Mama chose Frank, Robert chose cruelty, James chose greed. I couldn't fix them, just myself. Kindness ain't ever wasted. Sarah's proved that. It's never too late to choose you. I was 79 when I did. Family's who you choose, like Sarah, my real daughter. And you're worthy of love, respect, and dignity, always, even when the world tries to tell you different. This morning, I woke to Sarah's scallion pancakes, her humming in the kitchen. My body aches, I'm 80, but my heart's light. Tomorrow, we'll head to the clinic opening. Robert's gone, liver failure, didn't go to his funeral. James sent a nasty letter blaming me, tossed it out. My daughter Sarah reached out, wants coffee to reconnect. I told her I'm open, but no guilt trips. I've built a life I'm proud of. I ain't going backwards. She's thinking it over. That's enough for me. I'm not waiting to be saved anymore. Not waiting to die either. I'm living. Finally. Beautifully. And that, my friends, is my happy ending.